Hi, thanks for stopping by. Tonight we decided to make Gordon Ramsay's sticky ribs, and they turned out so delicious. This is what you're gonna need: some pork ribs, olive oil, sea salt, and black pepper, some garlic cloves, fresh ginger, dried chili flakes, Szechuan peppercorns, star anise, honey, soy sauce, rice vinegar, cooking wine, some spring onions, and some chicken stock. Now, out of all of that, the only thing we could not find was the Szechuan peppercorns, but we just used the chili flakes, and it was fine just like that. I'm gonna go ahead and leave the original video and recipe down below, and I highly recommend that you watch that one. This is just our take on it. We have made this a couple times before, so we know kind of like what we like ingredient wise. But go ahead and watch that one. So you're going to want to cut up all the ribs, salt and pepper them, and make sure you coat them pretty well with the salt and pepper. Then we cut up our spring onion into small pieces. And we're going to separate the green from the white part. And next we cut up our ginger, and we cut them into some pretty big chunks. We do end up taking them out before we eat, so we weren't really concerned with the size, but with the amount, this is more than what the recipe calls for. And we do like the taste of ginger, so this was perfect for us. But if you find ginger too strong, you might want to just follow the original recipe. We did double this recipe because there are 5 of us, and we did want some leftovers, so we ended up doubling it, and even this is more than double of the ginger. And next we peeled and cut up our garlic cloves. We are also big fans of garlic, so we did put a lot of garlic in our dish. We just gave it a rough chop, not overly concerned about the size. And you're going to want to start this on the stove. So we put some olive oil into our baking tray, and we're going to sear these on the stove. We ended up having to pull out a second dish because there were too many ribs. So while they're searing on the stove, we went ahead and added some of our ingredients. Here we are, just flipping them over, getting a good sear on both sides. And adding our ginger. Garlic. Next we added the chili flakes, the dried chili flakes. And the star anise. And then we added the honey, and we just eyeballed it with the honey. The original recipe, I think it's about 4 tablespoons, and we just kind of eyeballed it here. Next up is the rice vinegar. And you can see it's starting to get really like a good color on it. It's starting to look really good. And it already smells really good at this point. And our cooking wine. Again, just eyeballing it here because we had made this in the past. The first time we made it, we did follow the recipe like to the letter, but since giving it some trial and error, we figured out what we liked. Some soy sauce. And the chicken stock. Then we put in some green onion. And then we try to fit these massive pans inside the standard oven. And we left it in there for 2 hours. Finish it off on the stove, cooking that liquid down until it turned sticky. And it was just really delicious. We don't make this very often because the ingredients can be pricey. Looking at you, Star Anise. But overall, I would highly recommend this dish and give it